But power isn't given, it's taken, earned, ripped from the hands of those too weak to hold it. And if you're not willing to do that, if you're not ready to take what's yours, then you deserve to be crushed beneath the weight of those who are. Harsh, maybe, but the world is harsh. Life doesn't care about your dreams, your feelings, your excuses. It only respects those who refuse to break, those who refuse to kneel, those who understand that the only way to survive is to carve their own path, no matter how many rules they have to break along the way. They'll tell you to be careful, to slow down, to think about the consequences. But here's a secret: the ones who win don't hesitate. They don't second guess. They act decisively, without regret, because hesitation is death. It's a crack in your armor, a moment of weakness. And in this world, one moment is all it takes to lose everything. So let them call you reckless. Let them call you ruthless. Because the ones who tell you to slow down are the ones who want to keep you behind. The ones who tell you to be patient are the ones who fear what you'll become if you stop waiting. And when they finally see you rise, when they see you take what they swore you'd never have, they'll call you lucky. Lucky, as if you didn't bleed for every inch, as if you didn't fight for every breath, as if you didn't burn for it. Let them call it whatever makes them sleep better at night. You'll know the truth, because at the end of the day, there are two kinds of people in this world: those who watch and those who act, those who dream and those who do, those who beg and those who take. So tell me, which one are you? And if they think this is where your story ends, let them keep dreaming, because this is where it begins. You see, people like us, we don't stay down for long. We don't kneel. We don't beg. We don't stay broken. We rise again and again from every betrayal, from every hit, from every storm. They think they can predict you, but they don't even know who you are anymore. You are not the soft version of yourself who used to smile to keep the peace. No, now you smile because you know the war is yours to win. Now you smile because you've learned that love is a weapon, and sometimes hate is the only shield left. They thought they were playing games with your heart, but now it's your game, your rules, and you're playing to win. No more losing, no more waiting, no more hoping for their mercy. Now you take what's yours. Now you own the night, and you own the day. And yeah, maybe you've changed. Maybe you've turned cold. But who wouldn't after being burned so many times? Who wouldn't after holding out a hand and getting it cut every single time? You learned, and that makes you dangerous. That makes you powerful. They taught you to survive by throwing you to the wolves, and now you lead the pack. Now they look at you and see the reflection of everything they tried to bury. And guess what? You're still here. Stronger, sharper, smarter. They threw words like knives, but you caught them all and built armor. They tried to make you a villain in their story, but you wrote your own, and in your story, you are both the sword and the storm. You are both the fire that burns and the ice that freezes. You are everything they fear and everything they wish they could be, because you took the darkness and turned it into power. You took the pain and made it strength, and now there's no stopping you. Now you move like a shadow, silent but deadly. Now you speak, and the world listens, because they know you don't waste words. They know you don't bluff. Every word you say now is sharp enough to cut, and every move you make shakes the ground. You became a force of nature, and they don't know how to handle that. Let them be confused. Let them wonder what turned you into this. But you remember every fake smile, every lie, every betrayal, and you carry them like trophies, like scars that remind you of who you are. And who are you? You are the storm that refuses to die. You are the fire that refuses to burn out. You are the shadow that keeps moving. You are the nightmare they created. And now you're free to walk in daylight and darkness. You are the one who doesn't need anyone's permission to exist. You are the one who stands alone because you chose to. Because standing alone is better than kneeling to anyone. You used to want to be loved, but now you want respect. You used to crave acceptance, but now you demand power. You used to be soft, but softness got you nowhere. So you sharpened every piece of your soul until it could cut through steel. You don't cry for them anymore. You don't wish for their approval. You don't shrink yourself to make them comfortable. Because now you know what you are. And you are a storm that doesn't ask permission to rage. You are fire that doesn't apologize for burning. You are ice that doesn't beg to melt. You are the darkness that laughs at the light because you've seen what the light hides. And you are not fooled anymore. They tried to break you, but all they did was wake you. All they did was show you how dangerous you could be when you stopped caring. And you did. You stopped caring what they think. You stopped caring about being the good one. You stopped caring about being soft for people who never deserved your kindness. Now you are sharp. Now you are ruthless. And now you win, because the game has changed, and you are the one rewriting the rules. No more running. No more hiding. No more waiting for someone to save you. You are your own savior now. You are your own warrior, and you wear your pain like armor, and your anger like a crown. You've seen the worst of people and survived. You've been in the darkest places and crawled out on your own. And now that you're here, standing on your own 2 feet, no one can ever take that away from you. No one can ever own you again. No one can ever tell you who to be again. You are free, free to be as dark as you need to be, free to be as cold as they made you, free to be the storm they fear. And if they hate that good, let them hate. Let them feel the fear they planted in you, now grown into a monster that won't stop. Because you won't stop. You will keep walking, keep rising, keep fighting. And when they look into your eyes, they will see everything they tried to destroy, still alive, still burning, still fighting. You are the shadow they can't erase, the fire they can't extinguish, the storm they can't outrun. And you'll keep moving forward, with or without them. You'll take every broken piece and build an empire. You'll take every scar and turn it into a sword. Because you don't need their love to survive. You don't need their lies to keep you warm. You have yourself now, and that's enough. More than enough, because no one fights harder than someone who has nothing left to lose. And you've already lost it all. You've already been through hell. So what could they possibly take from you now? Nothing. They've taken all they could, and you're still here, still breathing, still dangerous. So let them see you rise. Let them see you win. Let them see what happens when the darkness they created decides to take over. And when you stand on top of the world they tried to bury you in, don't forget to smile. Smile because you made it. Smile because you won. Smile because they were wrong about you. And in that moment, when you stand above them, stronger than ever, they'll realize they never had a chance. Because you are not just a survivor. You are a conqueror. You are the storm, the fire, the shadow. And no one can stop you now. They will tell you to be patient, to wait in line, to play nice. They will tell you that good things come to those who wait. But let me ask you, have you ever seen a wolf wait for its meal? Have you ever seen a storm ask permission to destroy? The strong don't wait. The strong don't ask. The strong take. They will whisper behind your back, call you dangerous, reckless, unhinged. Good. Let them. Do you think the lion loses sleep over the opinions of sheep? Do you think the fire cares if it burns too bright? No, because the fire was never meant to be contained, and neither were you. They will try to break you, to bend you, to make you something smaller, something weaker, something easier to control. And maybe once you let them. Maybe once you believed that if you just followed their rules, they would accept you. But that was before you realized the truth. The truth is, they never wanted you to succeed. They never wanted you to rise. They wanted you obedient, silent, forgotten. But people like you don't disappear. People like you don't fade. People like you burn. And when the world finally sees you for what you are, when they realize that nothing they say, nothing they do, nothing they threaten can stop you, oh, that's when the fear sets in. That's when they tremble. Because they have spent their entire lives feeding on the weak, and now, for the first time, they are staring into the eyes of something they cannot control. They will call you a monster. They will say you have lost your way, that you have become cruel, ruthless, unforgiving. And they will be right, because mercy was for the old you, the one who begged, who suffered, the one who waited. That person is dead. What stands in their place is something else, something sharper, something stronger, something that does not ask, does not beg, does not break. You don't need their approval. You don't need their acceptance. You never arrogant did. Because in the end, there are only two kinds of people in this world. The ones who are used and the ones who use. The ones who obey and the ones who command. The prey and the predator. And you were never meant to kneel. So rise and let them tremble. They'll call me cruel, but cruelty is just a word people use when they don't understand. They think I'm doing this out of hatred, out of vengeance. Ghost of their era got that. It's about balance. It's about tearing down the disease to make way for something new. Sometimes you have to burn the forest to let it grow again. And if that makes me the fire, so be it. I didn't ask for this role, but someone had to take it. And no one else had the guts. They're too busy clinging to their hope, to their lies, to their fear of what happens when the system collapses. But the system is already broken. I'm just finishing what they started. And when it's done, when their towers are ash and their thrones are rubble, I'll disappear into the shadows again. I don't want their thanks, their pity, or their understanding. I don't need them to see me as a hero, because I'm not. Heroes are just villains with better PR, and I have no interest in playing that game. I am what they made me, what the world made me, and that's enough. I'll leave them to pick up the pieces, to rebuild, to decide if they've learned anything at all. But I won't wait for their redemption, because I know better. People don't change unless they're forced to, and even then it's a gamble. But maybe, just maybe, they'll remember what happens when they push too far. Take too much, destroy too freely. Maybe they'll think twice before building their next empire on the bones of the innocent. Or maybe they won't. Maybe the cycle will start all over again, and someone else will have to do what I've done. Either way, it doesn't matter to me. I've done my part, played my role, and now it's someone else's turn. Oh, they'll tell stories about me, call me a monster, a villain, the ender of worlds. Let them. Stories are for the living, and I've been dead inside for a long time. You want more? Oh, how predictable. More fire, more chaos, more truth that you refuse to swallow. Well then, sit back and listen, because I'm not done yet, not even close. They tell you to be patient, to wait your turn, to stand in line like a good little soldier. But what if the line never moves? What if the turn never comes? What if you wake up one day and realize you've spent your entire life waiting for something that was never meant for you? That's the trick, don't you see? They make you believe that if you suffer long enough, you'll be rewarded. But pain is not a currency. No one's keeping track of your sacrifices. No one is coming to give you a medal for your suffering. You either take what's yours or you rot where you stand. So which one is it? Are you a king or are you a ghost? Are you a storm, or are you a whisper? Because the world does not remember the quiet ones. It does not bow to the weak. It only kneels to those who force it to. And yet they want you soft. They want you fragile. Because a strong mind is a dangerous mind. A sharp will is a weapon, and they will do anything to break it before you learn how to use it. So they feed you lies. They tell you kindness is strength. They tell you patience is a virtue. They tell you that if you are good, good things will come to you. And what a joke that is. Good things don't come to the good. They come to the ruthless, to the ones who dare, to the ones who aren't afraid to take. So tell me, what are you waiting for? Are you waiting for permission? Are you waiting for someone to come and save you? No one is coming. No one cares. The only thing standing between you and what you want is the illusion that you need to wait for it. Smash the illusion. Shatter it into dust. Because there are no rules. No one can tell you how to live, what to want, who to be. They still don't understand, do they? They still think you are playing their game, following their rules, waiting for permission to exist. How pathetic. They cling to their illusions of control, of order, of fairness. But you know the truth. The world is not fair. It never was. It never will be. The strong rise, the weak kneel, and the fools stand in between pretending they have a choice. But you chose differently. You stopped waiting. You stopped begging. You took the pain they gave you and turned it into steel. You let their doubts carve you into something sharper, something deadlier. And now they will see the result. You don't need their approval. You don't need their validation. You don't need anything from them, except the satisfaction of watching them realize, too late, that they should have never stood in your way. Oh, they will try to fight back. They will try to hold on to their little comforts, their fragile illusions. But it won't matter. They built their castles on sand. And you are the wave. You are the shadow that moves in silence, the force they cannot stop. They thought they were untouchable, that their power made them safe, that their arrogance was enough to keep them above you. But power is not about titles, not about birthright. It is about will. It is about how much you are willing to endure. And you have endured more than they can even imagine. They lived in comfort while you suffered. They laughed while you bled. And now they will learn. Because you are done playing nice, done pretending to be what they wanted you to be. The mask is off. The chains are broken. And for the first time, they will see you for what you truly are. Not weak, not afraid, not small, but inevitable, unstoppable. A force of nature they never should have challenged. And when they finally understand, when they beg for mercy, when they realize the monster they created, you will smile, because they had their chance, and they wasted it. Oh, you're still here, still listening. Good, that means you're starting to understand, starting to feel it. That little itch in the back of your mind, the one telling you that everything you've been told is a lie. It's getting louder, isn't it? The whispers of truth slipping through the cracks of your carefully constructed reality. But don't fight it. Don't resist. Let it consume you. Because once you see the truth, once you let it sink into your bones, you can never go back. You see, they built this world on a foundation of fear. Fear of stepping out of line. Fear of disappointing them. Fear of losing what little they've allowed you to have. And for so long, you obeyed. You stayed in your lane. You played the part they wrote for you. But tell me, did it make you happy? Did it fulfill you? Did it ever give you what you wanted? No, of course not. Because that was never the point. The point was to keep you chasing, keep you hoping, keep you believing that if you just followed the rules a little longer, if you just endured a little more, then maybe, just maybe, you'd be rewarded. But here's the secret. darling, there is no reward. There is no happy ending waiting for you at the finish line. There is only more waiting, more suffering, more of the same empty promises. And you were never meant to win, but now, oh, now you know better. Now you see the game for what it is, and you're done playing. You feel it, don't you? That hunger, that burning need to take back what's yours, to carve your own path, no matter what they say. And it scares you, doesn't it? The idea of letting go, the idea of stepping off the path they so carefully laid out for you. But here's the thing, fear is an illusion, a trick they use to keep you in place. And once you face it, once you laugh in its face, it loses all its power. That's what they don't want you to realize. That's why they call people like me crazy. Because I refuse to live in their prison. I refuse to play by their rules. I refuse to kneel. And they hate that. They hate anyone who doesn't fit into their little mold. Because if one person can break free, then others might follow. And if enough people wake up, if enough people stop being afraid, then their entire system comes crashing down. And wouldn't that be beautiful? Wouldn't it be poetic? The very people who spent their whole lives keeping you caged, watching as the bars melt away, watching as the tower they built comes crumbling down around them. And you'll be standing there, right in the middle of the wreckage, smiling, because you knew, you always knew, you just needed a little push, a little reminder. Well, consider this your wake-up call, sweetheart. The world is yours. Take it.